Okay, I wanted to show you a quick tool that I've found that is a subscription-based tool, so there is a cost, and I do have an affiliate link in the description of this video, so if you're interested and want to use that affiliate link, great. If not, you can find it here at kwfinder.com. This is Keyword Finder. It's run by this company, Mangools, right here, and I have been using this for about 4 months now. I just love it. I wanted to demonstrate to you how it works and why I think it's so effective. So I have it opened up here already. I am trying to write a blog post about these three things: pain, passion, and problem, as ways to go about discovering a product or a service that you could offer to people. And so I'm going to use Keyword Finder to find the best keywords for my title, because I'm writing the blog post and I want to do a good title that's optimized for keywords. I want to use that keyword or keyword phrases in my blog post that accompanies the podcast episode and that kind of thing. So I'm going to start out by saying something like, what product should I sell? Just to get an idea of what might be out there. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull up a bunch of suggestions over on this side, and it's going to show you rankings over here for the one that you've got highlighted. So this one, see, and if I change that, it's going to change this image up here. And then these pages down here are showing you the top 10 Google search engine results for that particular keyword at the moment. Okay, so that's going to change all the time. So the rankings here I love because it's color coded. Green is easiest. See this one, but it's what to sell on eBay. See, and sometimes you have to click on these and have it repopulate because sometimes that number will change. But you see the green is easiest. Yellow is a little more difficult, but still possible. Orange is hardest. And if you get a red, it's going to be virtually impossible to rank for that. And there will be different shades of green. There will be some dark green, which are very, very easy to rank for. So this just gives me a place to start. I look at what product should I sell. That particular phrase has 90 searches per month on average, has your cost per click info and pay per click info. Also shows this is your difficulty level. Okay, so it's 43, so that means it's possible. And this shows you the trend. Okay, so back in May, the search volume was only 70 per month. In October, it was 110 per month. So it's staying fairly consistent between 70 and 110, right in there. So that would be not a bad thing to search for. But I want to see if I can find something that's a little more dialed in to what I want to do. So let's see. Let me just product to sell. Let me just try that and see what it comes up with. Okay, so this one's got a little more search traffic, 210, but it's still 41. See, I'm wanting something first of all with this number being a little lower. So I'm going to go down in here. Best-selling products online. See, that's better, but that's not really where I'm trying to aim. You see, I don't want to optimize for a keyword or a phrase that isn't exactly what I'm going to be talking about, because that's kind of like clickbait, which I don't want to do. I want my title and the keywords I'm using to represent very accurately what it is I'm writing. The reason for that is because then people who come to my page are actually going to stay on the page longer. They're going to potentially listen to the podcast episode. They're going to potentially subscribe to the podcast. You know, those are all my goals. So I'm going to keep those in mind when I'm choosing my keyword phrase. So I don't want to choose something like best-selling products online, because that's not what I'm aiming at, okay? Trying to teach people how to use passion, problem, and pain as ways to discover products that they could offer to people. So what else could I say? What should I sell? Let's try that. Okay, so that's a little bit better. And see, it's not too bad. 320 people a month searching for it. The trend is fairly consistent. You can see that bigger over here. It's a 35, which is pretty easy. So another step I want to take before I settle on this, see, because what should I sell really is the question I'm trying to answer with this blog post, is give them tools to figure that out. So one last step I want to do before I decide for sure that this is what I want to do, is I want to look at some of these articles over here that are showing that they rank high for this right now. Okay, so Startup Brothers here, step-by-step guide on how to find something. So I'm going to open it over here in a new tab. I'm going to close these out. This next one, Life Hack, I'm going to open up. This one I'm going to open up. This one I'm going to open up. And the reason I'm opening these up is to make sure that this keyword phrase is actually drawing traffic for the kind of things that I'm wanting to draw traffic for. Because what if there was a really popular book called What Should I Sell? And it was making the rounds on the podcast, and it was having lots of advertising promotion, and it was really a popular book right now. Well, if that was the case, a lot of these search engine rankings might be for that particular book. Does that make sense? And so that would be what people are looking for, is for that book and for information about that book. Well, my blog post might be able to compete with that, might be able to rank, might get a little bit of attention, but for people who are really trying to find that book, they want the book. They don't want my blog post. Now, I might get a little bit of traffic bleeding over to me that actually finds what I have to share useful and decides they don't want the book. Instead, they want to use my content. But that's not very likely in most cases when you're dealing with a book or something that's that popular. So I don't really want to optimize for something that is trending because the phrase matches something else that isn't what I'm trying to match. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to look at some of these websites over here. Okay, step-by-step guide on how to find a profitable product to sell. So this guy's writing about the same idea that I am. And if I scroll on down, he's got a pretty long blog post. He's done a pretty good job of making it readable and all that. So he's got a great blog post. I would call this an epic blog post because it has tons of steps, has tons of stuff. So no wonder he's ranking so high. His keyword volume is probably pretty thick. He's got great resources. I mean, Google sees this as a very helpful link in answer to that question, what should I sell? So that totally makes sense. All right, let's look at the second website here, Lifehack. Okay, this is a fairly reputable website, so that's part of why they're ranking. 25 things you can sell to make money. Okay, so this is a little different from what I'm aiming at, but it's the second ranking thing for that keyword phrase. So theirs is 25 things. They've included lots of images. It's a very entertaining and succinct post. So it's, man, look at that. Really, you can sell sperm online. Wow. Okay. So egg cells. Oh, yeah. Okay. I get where they're going. So anyway, 25 things. This is going to be a pretty long, post. Going to have lots of keywords. It's going to be, no wonder it's ranking number 2. Okay. So now what I'm doing, 40 things to sell right now to make money. Okay, again, this is about things to sell. I'm talking about how to figure out what to sell. Okay, so a process. So this is probably a pretty good blog post as well, but it's more along the lines of that one right before. What should I sell on eBay? Now, see, this one is a long post. It's kind of an old style website, but it's really not all that long. But again, it's just trying to give you ideas. I'm wanting to help people really do a little bit of market research. Maybe that's more what I'm looking for. So anyway, I feel like what should I sell? If I make my title something like what should I sell, 3 areas to consider or 3 ways to figure it out or something like that, that might appeal in a different sort of way to the people that I'm trying to draw into my web post. So that's it. That's essentially how you use the Keyword Finder tool. You can dig in a little more, like say, what should I sell is close, but I'm not sure that that's exactly what I want. Well, I can scroll down here and it's going to give me all kinds of ideas. And when I see one that I like, so say I liked eBay bestsellers, which I don't, but say I did, I click on it to make sure this number stays the same because sometimes it'll repopulate. See, like that time it went to 41. So it's changed since last time they pulled that data. And I'm going to scroll through here and find things, okay? Best-selling products on eBay, that kind of stuff, okay? Hope that makes sense. Keyword Finder is a great tool. It's pretty affordable. I don't remember exactly what I pay for it, but I think it's like $19 a month or $29 a month. It's not bad. So if you want to use Keyword Finder, I do have an affiliate link in the description below, and you could use that and buy me a cup of coffee or something like that. I would appreciate it. But it's really an outstanding tool. Some other features, you can save your searches to lists. You can watch your history. You can import keyword lists. I mean, there's all kinds of great things you can do here on Keyword Finder that will help you, all right? You can even set location, do you want this in the United Kingdom, United States, India, Germany, all that kind of stuff. You can choose your language that you want to search in, all right? So pretty cool tool. You can even filter your results, okay? You can turn this on and click in, don't pull things with this word, do pull things with this word. CPC costs have got to be this, PPC's got to be this, SEO difficulty needs to be minimum, so you can hone in really quickly on the things that you want to. So it's Keyword Finder, affiliate link in the description. Thanks for watching.